All right, folks, welcome to Tilbury Arena, the host venue of tonight's NPHL game. It's the Tilbury Bluebirds taking on the Orangeville Blitz. Thanks for joining us tonight on YouTube. I am your broadcaster, Brett Hedges, joined by Anthony Gaudette. We're two of the three members of the Hattrick Hockey Podcast. Thanks for tuning in. Orangeville wins the opening draw. Orangeville 1-0 on the season, Tilbury 0-2. And along the boards, Orangeville with possession. Spencer Leacott.
Puck took a weird hop off the boards there. Nice. There we go. That took a weird hop. I thought it was going to hop right in front of the net there for a second.
Pressure from Tilbury here on the end boards. Shot on goal save by Ryan Mantle, wearing number 31 tonight. In net for the Tilbury Bluebirds, number 1, Logan Phillips. Turnover in the neutral zone, stepping up is Montgomery, leaving it for the forward Ryan. In on it now is Winkworth, number 15 for Tilbury. Plays it into the middle, no one home. Stepping up for the play is Montgomery, dumps it in the corner. Now that's Chase Spencer playing it up the boards, and Tilbury played it on an offside.
Yeah, I didn't know. I'm like, why hasn't he blown it down yet to play? The guy had the puck standing there in the zone. He wasn't blowing it dead, but he did.
So thanks for joining us, folks, for Northern Premier Hockey action. Third game of the regular season for Tilbury, just the second game for Orangeville.
Orangeville guy jumped a little too quickly on the face-off there, which I believe will get his player tossed out of the draw there.
So Cameron Searles gets tossed out, taking the draw. Number 72, Keenan Southers. Tilbury with possession, but it's turned over. Nice quick pass into the neutral zone. Here's number 20, Alex Gilmore. Shot on, saved by Logan Phillips, and he'll freeze it. And we'll have a play to the left of the goaltender. We'll have a face-off.
Good job there, absorbing the puck there by the goaltender there. There's some big boys out here.
Absolutely. Welcome to the NPHL.
Yeah.
This ain't no disc club. This ain't no country club either. With possession here, that's Gilmore. Gilmore plays it into the middle, just unable to get it cleanly is Searles. Pressure from Jason DeRaiche.
Former Leamington Flyer.
And with it now, number 27, that's Dylan Quayle. Dumps it in. Ryan Cravatin will chase it down in the corner for Tilbury. Butler rims it to Tim Taggart, number 22. Taggart, after the turnover, he's in all alone. Taggart going to try and play it over, but a good defensive play from Tilbury, from Orangeville, pardon me, will thwart the chance. Into the neutral zone, they're going to dump it, cross ice. Dumped by number 15, Dan Perry, and then it's a shot on the wall from Graham Rooney. And another save for Logan Phillips.
He's just absorbing that puck right now. Everything's just hitting and sticking. So good start for the goaltender here.
17:23 remaining in the first period here in Tilbury. It's Monkhouse in the face-off circle, battling number 49, Luca Marandola. Orangeville with possession, shot towards the middle, knocked away by Cade McKibben. Turnover, dumping it in is Mocha. In on it now, Hunter Monkhouse. Will double back, try to play it to the point, knocked into the boards by 2 Orangeville Blitz. Nick Tetro on the forecheck here. And Leacott plays it up to Monkhouse. Monkhouse whips it wide right. Orangeville wearing the jerseys with the orange and blue trim. Tilbury in their navy blues with teal and red stripes. Here's Orangeville with a shot toward the goal, and Logan Phillips has to knock it away with his blocker. Jake Durham plays it into the middle. That's knocked off a Blitz player, no icing. In on the chase, number 29, Josh King for Tilbury. To number 68, Andrew McComb, battling for it. Durham gets in there. Durham plays it back to the point, unable to field it. Is number 18, Levi Tetro.
That's settling it down here. Birds
John Montgomery, here's to Winkworth. Winkworth with speed through the middle, gets around the first defender. Winkworth puts a backhand, puts it up high and wide. Best chance so far of the first period. Here's Tilbury with possession. Tilbury puts a shot on into the shins of the defensive player, and there's a big hit in the neutral zone.
Wow.
Referee looking for, number 20 looking for a call. Alex Gilmore not going to get it.
That was a huge hit.
I looked down at my notes, I didn't see it.
Oh,
Pardon
it was beautiful. It was a nice hit.
There's Cravatin coming in off the point. Here's Jennings, Austin Jennings, number 90. Cravatin plays it off the boards. Sammy Banga, number 19, in on it. Tyler Randell off the boards. Graham Rooney with it. And it's going to go deflect out of play.
Yeah,
and
you look down there, but he came across center ice there, and he just, boom, hip check, caught him. I didn't see if it was low. I just seen him flip over top of him, but the refs didn't think. They obviously thought it was good. No call on the play, so we play on.
It's going to be Cole Butler against Justin Auger in the face-off circle. Orangeville with possession in their own zone, behind the net. Off the boards into the neutral zone. Cravatin to Butler, and that's dumped in. Taken down on the play is number 77, Jason DeRaiche. Tilbury takes shot toward the goal, deflects, and Orangeville covers up. Here's Cravatin with it now after it's played into the neutral zone. Turnover. Offside, and just offside was number 26, Graham Rooney.
That could have been dangerous.
Good pressure from Justin Auger. Almost led to a big-time chance, but it was just offside. Face-off will be just in front of the Tilbury Bluebirds bench. Butler and Marandola on the face-off there.
We'll go.
DeRaiche evades a hit from number 27, Dylan Quayle. Nice play, and it's a tap-in goal for Orangeville. What a setup by number 49, Luca Marandola, and finishing off Chase Spencer to go up 1-0 for Orangeville.
Wow, that was a beautiful feed. Doctor, what a move to get around the guy there right at the blue line. Who was that at the blue line? But either way, what a pass, what a feed. Backdoor tap in, 1-0 Orangeville, 13:38 remaining in the first period.
Luca Marandola set up Chase Spencer. And Orangeville goes up 1-0 here in the first period.
And it was maybe about 5 minutes ago was that Winkworth went flying through the middle there and had a glorious chance.
Yeah.
This could very well easily be 1-1.
Fast hockey here in the NPHL. Here's Orangeville now, trying to break out of their own zone. Here is Marandola after the nice setup on the previous shift. He'll tap it into the corner. Here's Luke Perovic. Perovic with it now. Going to try and go short side on Phillips. And the goaltender puts the paddle down, and it goes the other way. Shot deflected into the slot for a moment. but gathered by Orangeville. Here's Searles. Searles moves cross ice.
Oh.
Nice blocker save by Logan Phillips. Absolutely robs Alex Gilmore to keep it at 1-0.
Post to post there. Didn't take him long to go side to side, keep the game 1-0.
Logan Phillips off the blocker, goes out of play into the netting. Here is McComb. And Searles in the face-off dot. Pass behind Jake Durham there. So Tilbury has to regather. Durham, 75 goals in the OHL.
Oh,
Rips it off the blocker and it goes out of play. So Jake Durham, one of the big names on this squad, played in the OHL with the Flint Firebirds. Played in the AUS with St. Mary's, came back to play for Kevin Hamlin at the University of Windsor. Played some time in the ECHL, the SPHL. Someone to keep an eye on.
definitely. Most definitely. He almost made it 1-1 there.
Nice pass into the neutral zone there. Graham Rooney dumps it in. Logan Phillips will rim it. And here's McComb up to Montgomery. Montgomery plays it through his feet. McComb into the slot, and that goes off a leg. And Orangeville's got it now. Nice stretch pass. And a beautiful defensive play by Tetro.
Again, blocked. Oh, that almost got through.
Thompson was trying to find Quayle, but Tetro was there. Now here's another chance. A nice shot on goal from Rooney, and Logan Phillips will gather himself.
If that puck got through here, it was a wide open breakaway.
Yep. Tetro with a beautiful defensive play on the 2-on-1. As Thompson was trying to find the open player. It's 1-0 here, 11:32 remaining in the first. There's Banga trying to bat it away with a hand.
Gotta freeze that puck more.
Here's Winkworth. Playing it to Cravatin. Dumping in is Jennings for Tilbury. Back on it now, number 11, Tyler Randell. Here's King. Or sorry, that is AJ Ryan for Tilbury. Cravatin will dump it in. Nice breakout pass. Here's Marandola, he'll dump it in. And go for a change. Here's Winkworth now with speed into the neutral zone. Winkworth to his right, cutting back into the left. Knocks off a skate, and we will play it along the boards. It's kept in by Tilbury. On the open puck here. Here's Searles. Searles.
Oh, what a shot.
Sorry, that was Southers with that move there. Got my numbers mixed up.
He's a big boy, and he can move.
Huge.
How tall do you think he is?
6'7".
He's big.
As the kids say.
When he grabbed that puck, he took off.
Well, a couple strides and he was through that neutral zone in a hurry.
Yeah, it doesn't take him long.
Keenan Southers.
End of 6 remaining.
Here's Duration, the neutral zone to Taggart. Back to Duration, all alone. Has to evade a stick and can't tuck it in. And there is Taggart for the Tilbury Bluebirds goal. You can see that two-man game. Duration to Taggart. Taggart back to Duration. They couldn't get it on the first chance. The puck goes into the slot, and Timmy Taggart puts it in the back of the net. Puts it in the back of the net.
Harrow native makes it 1-1. Yeah, that was a beautiful give and go too to those two to just break into the zone. The part that's really good too is they're both like super fast.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, they timed that perfectly. One touch passing, 1-1.
9:50 to go here in the first period. 1-1 the score. So McKibben, good battle alongside Rooney. Getting involved in there is Auger as well. Timmy Taggart, fresh off the goal, will whip it to the far side. Well, Butler can't hang on to it. Bounced over his stick. Here comes Orangeville. Slipping it across the ice is Auger, playing it back into the neutral zone. Tilbury with pressure. Gilmore with it. Up the wing to Auger. Auger puts a shot just wide. Phillips might have gotten a piece of it. Montgomery with it now.
What a play to get free there.
Knocking it down but unable to keep it inside the zone is Gilmore, but Gilmore gets it back, dumps it to the far side. Here's Searles to Ben Thompson. Ben Thompson on the near side. Centers it, but it's flipped away. Nice play by the defenseman to keep it in the zone. Dumps it into the corner. That was Chase Spencer with the play. And Logan Phillips will freeze this puck as it squirts out towards his crease. And with 8:32 to go in the first period, we'll get a face-off to the left of the goaltender.
Play has really picked up now. It seems really opened up.
Oh yeah.
Orangeville does a really good job coming out of their end with those long stretch passes.
Searles and McComb in the face-off dot. McComb wins that. It's Austin Jennings. Up the wing to Jake Durham. Durham along the wing. Low shot, deflected. Left pad save by Ryan Mantle. Here's Cravatin in the neutral zone. Gets around a couple of Blitz players. Will play it into the corner. Durham behind the net. Durham rims it. Shot on goal. Mantle with the save. Battling for it there is Josh King to Durham.
Could be ice in here. Nope.
Austin Jennings will get back to it for Tilbury as we have both sides will change lines. Cravatin gets around Nate Rowe. In the middle, here's Sammy Banga. And pass redirected into the slot. That was Durham that put the stick on that centering pass. And a shot goes high and wide. That was Marandola. Winkworth plays it up the boards.
The goaltender just got his pad on that shot. Just.
Battle along the boards in front of the Tilbury Bluebirds bench. Sammy Banga works on it, plays it back to Jennings. Cravatin whips it to the far side.
Oh, hit the ref. Get out of the way, ref.
Oh, turnover. Winkworth puts a good stick on it, goes out to the point, shot on. Rebound is battled for, but Logan Phillips will cover up here with 6:35 to go here in the first period. Good pressure from Orangeville in response to that goal from Taggart and Tilbury.
Yeah, for sure. That goaltender down there at the far end here,
Mantle.
he made an incredible save. His pad popped out of the crowd and made a toe save.
It's Butler and Auger in the face-off dot. Durach gets to it, goes off the foot of Taggart. Playing into the middle for Auger. Auger with speed. Has to knock Taggart off. Here's Auger, gonna stop. Play it to the middle. Shot goes over the stick of Thompson, pardon me. And here is Leacott. Taggart calls for a change after ripping it up and down the ice a couple times. Here's McKibben, rims it. Mocha. This is Thompson. Thompson 43. Back pass towards Auger. Stepping up at the point was Perry. Leacott's got it. Off the boards, trying to send Mocha in. Playing it in the middle is Mantle. Nice job by the goaltender to get the play up, and a shot squirts under the pad of Logan Phillips, but it goes. It's going to go off the high glass on the dump in. Here's 72, Southers. Here's Perry with a shot, redirected towards the net. Goes wide, but it ends up in the slot again. Orangeville with some great pressure here. Playing it into the slot, goes off the ankle of the defenseman Tetro. And Mocha will bang it off the boards, play it up to Monkhouse. That puck batted away. And Orangeville will get a full line change here, so will Tilbury. Here with 4:42 to go, 1-1 hockey game.
That's going to be icing. What I really like about this league is the guys, they're not scared to tee it up.
Yeah.
Like you see slap shots where a lot of other leagues, even in the pros, they tend to take more of those like little like wristers that they're trying to shoot through crowds, where here they're not scared to tee them up.
Yeah.
I like it.
Just rip it, baby.
Yeah.
Here's King for Tilbury. Plays it into the middle. No, he's going to hang on to it. Opposite wing. Jennings up to King once again. Durham chasing it behind the net. Collision along the near boards here.
Oh.
Here's a shot, and it's under the goaltender, and he will have to collect it. Jake Durham once again in close on Mantle. And the goalie comes up with a big save here to keep it 1-1.
Teams just trading scoring chances here. Back and forth here in the first period, 4:04 remaining.
Andrew McComb in the face-off dot for Tilbury. Battling number 26, Graham Rooney, into the neutral zone. Here's Cravatin, plays it quickly up the ice. To King, to McComb. McComb, shot on goal!
See?
Andrew McComb, number 68 for Tilbury, makes it 2-1 here in the first.
That is the perfect example of using the guy as a screen, because he shot it right through there. That puck had eyes. We had the perfect angle on it. Beautiful shot.
Yeah.
But one of those shots that's just perfectly placed. 2-1 Birds here.
Playing with speed through the neutral zone. Josh King set up Andrew McComb. He rips it past Mantle to give Tilbury a 2-1 lead here with 3:50 to go in the first. Here's Thompson playing it. It's going to be deflected up into the netting toward OJ. OJ smiles to his line mate saying, "We almost got you there."
I can't believe some of the size of some of these guys for Orangeville. Like they move.
This is Rooney and Winkworth in the face-off dot. Won by Winkworth. Going behind the net is McKibben. He'll start the play up to 27. Recaught. Here's Thompson, spins back. We'll play it back to OJ. Getting there first is AJ Ryan. Now here's Tilbury. Drop pass to Winkworth. Tries to play it to the far winger, Sammy Banga. And Mantle knocks it away. McKibben battling OJ along the wing. Here's Ryan.
Oh, hand on it. Got to him though. Oh,
Turnover.
no.
Here's Thompson's going to gather it. Wait for his line mate, and nice back pass, but just unable to get it clean as Gilmore.
Here we go, yeah.
Here's Tilbury. There is Butler with a chance there. Keenan Southers jumps in off the bench. Uses all that size to get around a couple of players. Nice saucer pass here. Yeah. Banging in front. That's Southers on the centering pass from Gilmore, and we'll get another face-off here with 2:34 to go in the first.
Scoring those late goals, always huge. See if they can hold them off here. Maybe even pop another one would be nice here. Go up two.
It's going to be Butler and Searles. That puck deflects off of a man. Here's Jason DeRaiche.
Offside at the line.
Jason DeRaiche couldn't get back on side in time for the line mate Butler to touch it. We'll get a line change here with 2:24 to go. Coach David Jackson going with fresh legs here with 2:24 to go here in the first period. McComb and Marandola in the face-off dot. It's a scrum along the boards. Here's Cravatin here. They're going to say that Tilbury was offside, so the boys got to tag up. Orangeville will come out of their own zone. That's Perry with a pass. That's missed. So Tilbury gets it back. Here's McComb, who just scored. McComb off the pad. High puck. They'll say no high stick.
He almost got it out of midair there.
Here's Durham. Plays it back to Cravatin. That's knocked away on the good defensive play by 87, Luke Perovic. Here's Jennings off the defensive spot to Durham to a, it takes a weird bounce and Mantle's got to hang on to it. Josh King had it on a tee. Might have taken a weird bounce, but Mansell does get control of it with 1:27 to go. A little bit of a conversation after the whistle.
Everybody's seeing what everybody's having for Thanksgiving dinner, I'm assuming, but yeah, so that shot there, I don't know if it like hit somebody or just it didn't come off, like he didn't get all of it on the shot, but either way, it did seem like it changed, like whatever way it was going, it seemed like it just went the opposite way. It's a weird bounce.
It's OJ and Winkworth in the face-off dot. Sorry, that was Southers that took that draw. Here's Chase Spencer, who scored the lone Orangeville goal. Logan Phillips with some nice patience to try and find his teammate Ryan cutting across the zone. Tilbury here. Last minute of play in the first period. Tilbury up 2-1. Winkworth gets a piece of Spencer as he dumps it in. Jennings will play it along the boards to Cravatin. Pressure from Orangeville here. It's Searles. Unable to keep it in is Spencer. And Orangeville will have to regroup. Southers plays it off the boards. Orangeville gets over the line. Right here.
Right down next to us. For the fans.
That's for you, sir.
Scared me.
Yeah, you never know where he's going. So with 29.4 seconds left, that shot went off of a defender, goes up into the glass, up into the protective netting.
Get it out of there. There we go.
Loose puck. Spencer Leacott had to hit it off the boards to create some space. 18 seconds left, so it's going to be Quayle with it. OJ battles along the boards with Leacott. Here's Spencer. Centering pass, no one home. And it goes in off the boards right at the buzzer. Wow.
That's
it went off of Logan Phillips. That's going to be Ben Thompson who gets the goal.
Fired. That's going to come at
19:59 and 3/4 of a second there.
Yeah.
It did go in before the buzzer. 100% it did. So we have a tie game here after 20 minutes of play in the NPHL. All right, we're going to take a short break for intermission. When we come back, second period action between Orangeville and Tilbury on YouTube. All right, folks, welcome back to Tilbury Arena. Second period action between the Tilbury Bluebirds and the Orangeville Blitz.
Had a buzzer beater.
Yeah, I can't remember the last time I've seen anything like that. Right at the buzzer, Ben Thompson scores from the wing, goes off the glove of Logan Phillips, and we've got ourselves a 2-2 game. Here's Jake Durham. Jake Durham trying to find King on the backside. Stepping up. Jake Durham was there once again, but Mantle steers it into the corner. Playing it off the glass in his own zone is Perry. It deflects to the captain, Randall. And it's going to be an icing call. So the scoring started with Chase Spencer getting a goal on the assist from Luca Mirandola to go up 1-0. Timmy Taggart scored a couple minutes later for Tilbury to tie it up 1-1. Andrew Whitcomb took a nice rip and scored to put them up 2-2 or 2-1, and then Thompson right at the buzzer makes it 2-2. Both sides playing very well. Lots of fast, clean hockey here in the NPHL. Here's Cravatin. Up the wing to Winkworth. Knocked away by Gilmore. Here's
what a
nice
shot.
goal for Orangeville. That's Searles. Cameron Searles rips it past Logan Phillips.
He ripped that.
And gives the Blitz a 3-2 lead.
Lots of action here tonight, I'll tell you that.
So 3-2 Orangeville. On the goal from Cameron Searles. Alex Gilmore with the assist.
He just chipped it right into the middle, found him right on his stick, and he sniped, made no mistake.
Quayle plays it back to Spencer. Turning it over at Tatro. Over the line now. Looking for Tatro in the slot. Losing it off the tip of his stick was Mocha. As OJ rips it high over the bar. Spencer steps in. Nice save by Phillips. Quayle.
Nice saucer pass.
Beautiful pass in the zone. Here's Thompson. Phillips with a save with his left arm. Playing it into the corner. Bounces out in front, but it's gathered by Spencer. Shot on goal, loose puck in the slot, knocked away. Unable to keep it in is Leacock. Turnover, here's OJ. OJ turns Logan Phillips inside out for a highlight reel goal. 17:32 left in the second period. Orangeville's up 4-2. What a play by OJ.
What a play, but a costly turnover there right at the blue line. Send him in alone. He made a beautiful move on Phillips there, and it's 4-2 early here in the second. Still lots of time.
Yeah.
But
two quick ones at the beginning of the second. That's gonna be tough.
Especially with the one at the end of the first too. So that's 3 straight goals now for Orangeville.
Yeah, 3 goals in 2:30 as Orangeville takes a 4-2 lead here in the second. Turnover. Mirandola leaves it for Perovic. And it gets deflected high off over the glass.
Birds here just need to calm it down, settle it down. There's still lots of time left. No need to, get everything in a fray and scramble. Just calm down here, one shift at a time, build on it.
Perovic.
These guys know that.
Lines up. Nicole, yeah. I'm sure that's going to be the conversation on the bench. Jake Durham gets bumped in the zone a little early, and he goes in offside, so we'll have a play It's going to go all the way back to where the pass was, so it's going to go back into Tilbury's zone.
Nice crowd in here tonight for a holiday weekend.
Yeah, absolutely. Good to see. It's hockey night in Tilbury.
It is.
Saturday night.
Look out.
Turnover. Here's Gilmore. Gilmore to his left, puts a shot on, and Logan Phillips will take it right in the breadbasket and freeze it. 16:49 remaining in the second period.
Scrambling a little bit here.
Fresh legs on the ice. It's going to be Winkworth taking a face-off against Southers. Orangeville with possession off through the face-off. Here's Tilbury. Ryan can't hang on to it, but it goes into the zone. Stepping up is Jennings. Jennings tried to get it in a shooting lane, but couldn't get it off in time. It's knocked away by Tilbury. And here's his chance for Jennings.
Oh, I thought he was going to rip it.
Yeah, tried to play it to Ryan, but he's covered up very well by 27, Dylan Quayle. Here's Southers. Southers over the blue line, leaves it. That's nice play defensively to knock it over to the sideboards. Turnover. Here's Tilbury. Jennings on a rush. Jennings couldn't get around Quayle. He plays it into the middle.
Look out. Nice play.
Mocha can't get it off his skate clean. And there's Mocha after Orangeville turns it over. Back to play it now is Cravatin.
2 times there, the Birds had guys in the slot. I could have just ripped them. Down.
Mocha plays it to the far boards. Oje is there, coming off that beautiful goal a few minutes ago.
Look out.
Here's Oje once again, deflected by the defender, McKibben. Shot on, Phillips with the save.
Oh, Taggart, I was almost gone there.
Leacott tried to find Taggart behind the D, but a nice play by Quayle. Here's Leacott. Leacott steps in. Leacott tried to play it to DeRaiche. It deflects wide. DeRaiche tried to center it. Deflected into the Tilbury zone. Here's Taggart up the wing to DeRaiche. DeRaiche in the middle. Leaves it for Butler, blows a tire, but gathers himself and plays it behind the net. Played by 15, Perry. Up to Rowe. Here's Marandola. Marandola over the blue line, goes to his left, has to deke and puts a shot toward the goal, and Phillips will catch it and trap it for a face-off to his right. 14:09 to go here in the second period. 4-2 Orangeville leads. Line change for Tilbury.
That was a good shift there. Got some nice shots on goal.
McComb wins the face-off, plays it back to Montgomery. Montgomery in the middle for McComb. McComb with a goal tonight. McComb puts it on. Goal! Andrew McComb, I think it went. No one touched it on the other side for Tilbury. It just leaked through. And the low shot to the Trapper side looked like it might have went off the pad and then trickled in.
That's exactly what Tilbury needed to just climb right back into this game. Still 13:54 left here. Yeah, it looked like it hit a few things, but
yeah.
Hey, we'll take it.
Yep. Andrew McComb, second goal of the night, makes it 4-3. Just a little over 6 minutes into the second period. Time of the goal, 6:05.
Lots of goals here tonight. I love it.
Here's Randall. Randall plays it behind the net, keeps it. Randall's searching. Short! What a beautiful shot. He took the space he was given, stepped in and absolutely ripped it over the right shoulder of Logan Phillips, 5-3. 34 seconds after the Macomb goal, Orangeville gets back on.
Looks like the Birds are going to switch here. Switch guys in net here. The goaltending change here for the Birds.
Logan Phillips is going to go to the bench after giving up 5 goals in 26-39. Matt Anthony's going to come in.
Yeah. That was ripped, though.
Yeah, he did a good job of holding on to it, going around the net, and it looked like Tilbury's defender just backed off a little bit. He stepped up into the circle and absolutely ripped it.
Yeah.
Logan Phillips will exit stage right after giving up 5 goals here. So Matt Anthony makes his appearance in the game. On the wing, stepping up and dumping it in. And a shot right on goal as Cravatin.
Right now, it's just everything at the net. Traffic in front, get to those dirty areas, finish your hits, wear them down.
So Winkworth and Southers on the face-off dot.
Oh,
Banga tried to back pass into the slot. It was just behind A.J. Ryan. Here comes Orangeville. Orangeville over the line, into the slot. Searles, and that shot out front by Gilmore goes off the glove, or goes off the post, pardon me. Southers.
Battle going out front of the net.
And the net is off. Matt Anthony getting tested very quickly after being subbed in here.
Give a little rub to that crossbar. Just got to keep grinding here.
So in the face-off dot, it's going to be Hunter Monkhouse against Southers. This line's been very good for Orangeville tonight. And there's a shot, and Matt Anthony sees it all the way from Dylan Quayle, and we'll have a face-off to his left. To Matt Anthony's left.
Lots of time, halfway point.
Monkhouse and Southers square up once again. Monkhouse wins the draw. Playing it behind the net is Tilbury. Out of the reach of Tatro. Stepping up is Cravatin, waiting for his guys to stay on side. Cravatin fakes the windup, leaves it for Jennings, and Tatro will play it from the far side. Jennings stepping up. Jennings can't get around the defender. Here's a turnover. Here's Tatro. Tatro gets around the first man. Tatro off the bucket of the goaltender Mantle. Loose puck. It's on the back of the net. Nope. Pops off, and Jennings has it. Nope. Southers. Oh, Jennings gets it back. Dumps it in. Cravatin keeps it, but can't field it cleanly. Searles has it now. Here's Spencer. Spencer enters the zone. Spencer tries to leave it in the slot for Gilmore. He can't get a hang of it. Played in around the net. Here's Timmy Taggart. Jennings plays it into the middle. It deflects off an Orangeville player. Over to DeRace. DeRace tried to find Taggart in the middle. He just couldn't hang on. Cole Butler has the puck taken from him. Randall with a play into the neutral zone. That's knocked loose, and it's going to be offside for Orangeville.
Pace picking up again. Everything's there. These guys are flying.
11-13 left in the second period. Timmy Taggart had possibly his second goal of the night on his stick, just couldn't hang on to it, and will...
Yeah, rolled just off his stick there. Would have been a glorious scoring chance right in the slot.
Cole Butler and number 26, Graham Rooney, in the face-off dot. Here's Randall. Into the middle. Butler to McKibben. McKibben enters the neutral zone, gets around the first man. Will put a long shot wide of the goal. Deresh battling with Perry. Auger plays it into the middle. Orangeville loses it and will play it back behind their line. 10:30 to go here in the second period. Thanks for joining us on YouTube. Brett Hedges alongside Anthony Gaudet of the Hattrick Hockey Podcast on the call for you tonight. Auger picks it up at the blue line, but it's whipped down the ice by Tilbury. It's not going to make it, and the Mantle will have to play it. Stepping up is McComb. McComb, backside pass to King. King
just
sent it back into the middle, and it's wide. Tilbury with pressure. Here's Montgomery, low shot. And that's the second puck that's going to land right by us here.
Magnets tonight.
Steered up into the glass, steered up into the netting by the goaltender Mantle. And we'll have a face-off to the goaltender's left. McComb, 2 goals on the night.
Could he each out a souvenir tonight?
Luke Perovic lines up with him. McComb steps up, makes the play behind the net. Perry's got it, sends it down the ice. Backtracking is Tetreault. Tetreault picks it up. Nice pass into the middle for Josh King. King over the blue line, plays it up to Jake Durham. Nice play defensively from Luca Marindola as Nate Rowe will take it now. Stepping up is Winkworth. Nice pass to Durham, and he gets it on his stick in a hurry and fires it right into the glove of Mantle.
Nice one-touch pass there to create that scoring chance. Nice glove by the goaltender. Face-off will come to his left. 9:18 remaining in the second period.
Very fast period so far.
It has.
It was 2-2. We've seen 4 goals in this period. It's 2-2 after 20 minutes. Here's Southers after Banga loses it.
Nice play.
Winkworth
Looked out.
knocks Quayle off the puck. Cravatin battling in his own zone with Southers. Loose puck in the middle. Searles can't get to it. Southers plays it back to the point. Quayle. And the net is off again, I believe.
Yeah, there was a battle going on out front of the net there that created that. Oh, got a broken stick down there too.
Face off to the right of Matt Anthony with 8:40 to go here in the second period. Both sides will have a line change. Hunter Monkhouse. The draw goes all the way back into the Orangeville zone. Here's Auger. Auger gets around the defender Lecott. Auger. Oh, what a save by Matt Anthony. Auger got around the defender. All he had to do was tuck it in, but Matt Anthony was there with the save. It keeps it 5-3 with 8:23 to go, and the net went off once again.
Standing tall, Matt Anthony.
It's Monkhouse and Rooney in the face-off dot. Tetreault. Tetreault over the line. He's got it, rips it into the blocker of Mantle. Loose puck. Mocha battling for it. Up the wing, here's Thompson, who scored the buzzer beater at the end of the first. Stepping up here. Loose puck. Nice save by Anthony, as Gilmore was looking for one. There's Mocha defending. Nice stretch pass by Spencer up into the zone for Auger. He leaves it across for Quayle. In the corner, that's Thompson. Thompson centers it towards Auger. Can't get a stick on it.
Uh-oh, here we go.
Loose puck. Here's DeRaiche. It's going to be 2-on-2. DeRaiche up the wing. Plays it low. Stepping up. And
Shooters.
Yo! Jason DeRaiche.
Rip it. You're in the slot there all by himself. He made no mistake. That was ripped into the top shelf, glove side.
Yeah.
Jason DeRaiche, former Leamington Flyer. I was like yelling at him to shoot. I just wanted him to shoot. They had like 2 glorious chances right in the slot.
Yeah. Monkhouse just trying to find Timmy Taggart on the right, to the right of Mantle. Loose puck ends up in the slot. And Jason DeRaiche makes no mistake. He put a good shot on the initial break, puts it low looking for a rebound.
Yeah.
Then a little bit of chaos ensues. He gets the loose puck after he circles back around and makes it 5-4. Huge goal.
Huge. Really makes this game a lot different now.
So Taggart, that line with DeRaiche and Butler still out there. Montgomery will rip it on net as Tilbury was tagging up. Here's Butler with it. Low shot, hits a skate. Perry will clear it. Tatro doing a good job of getting rid of Mirandola, but Montgomery spins away from Perovic to create some space here with 6:30 to go in the second. Flipping it, nope, that's deflected, stays in the zone. Oh, man goes down, and that's going to be a beautiful setup and goal for Orangeville. Thought there might have been a penalty right before that. Loose puck ends up on a tee, and Orangeville absolutely claps one by Matt Anthony for a 6-4 lead.
Like we said there before, they're not scared to take the clappers here. And it seems just like every time the Birds get close.
Graham Rooney with the goal, absolutely put it on a tee in the slot, and he scores over the right shoulder of Matt Anthony for a 6-4 lead.
These goals tonight are ripped. Like, there's not very many cheap ones tonight.
Dumping in is Tyler Randall. Cravatin plays it up to Durham. Durham takes a bump, plays it into the slot for McComb, and he's offside. Was that King on the far side they're saying was in early? McComb has a conversation with the linesman.
Gotta be careful here, don't get a penalty.
McComb wins the draw back to Cravatin. To King.
Nice
King in
pass.
the slot for McComb. McComb leaves it for Durham. Plays it back to Jennings. Jennings, low shot.
Nice
tipped
tip.
by McComb. And it goes over the net. Here's the captain, Captain Randall.
Oh, he was good at the line. He could have kept going.
Southers will play it back to Perry.
Nice play.
Tilbury keeps it in. Jake Durham. And there's going to be a penalty coming up to Orangeville here. Dan Perry had to run into Jake Durham in order to not give up a big chance there, He gets called for a high stick as Durham goes down. So the power play is going to make its first appearance of the game here.
This is a big power play.
So Banga, Ryan, and Winkworth, the forward unit for Tilbury. Leacott and Cade McKibben are the D-men. Nate Rowe, Chase Spencer, Luke Perovic, and Dylan Quayle are the penalty killers. Here's McKibben. McKibben top of the slot to Leacott. Give and go to Leacott from Winkworth. Leacott puts a shot on, loose puck in the slot, and cleared down the zone by Rowe.
Tilbury did a good job there, getting bodies out front of the net. We're still jamming here.
Yeah, I don't mind it. Winkworth enters the zone, loses it. Here's Petrovic, plays it into the middle. He'll try and flip it past the defender. Can't dump it deep. Winkworth will gather speed. Winkworth chips into the zone. In on the run is A.J. Ryan. Winkworth tries to play it to Benga. It goes to the slot, and it goes over the stick of McKibben. In alone here, Perovic, and he cannot tuck it in.
What a stop by Matt Anthony.
Huge play there on a shorthanded chance for Perovic. Austin Jennings now will gather it.
Settle it down.
Here's Jennings. Tatro, top of the slot, over to A.J. Ryan. Ryan, cross ice feed, intended for Jennings, will get deflected out of the zone. 40 seconds left in the power play, 4:09 remaining in the second.
Pretty good power play here so far. But they got to shoot the puck though. They got to be, we're down.
Got to be aggressive.
Down two. Just rip it from everywhere.
Orangeville wins the draw, and they will send it down the zone. Send it down the ice for a clearance. 31 seconds remaining in the power play. A couple of good sequences of passes, but no solid shots on goal so far. Here's Josh King, leaves it up for Durham. Durham to Jennings, back to Durham, in the middle. Here's McComb, tried to get the hat trick. Ooh, McComb took that puck off the face.
Did he? Hopefully he's okay.
Looks like he went right off his jaw.
Well, if it did, he ate it for breakfast because he's still flying. Good play to stay on
Durham gets around the first man. Durham claps it and goes wide.
Watch your teeth. Pace is picking up.
Yeah, 3:15 to go. Penalty is over. Deresh plays it to a sprinting Cole Butler. He will put pressure on as Josh King's got it now. King gets around the defender. King plays it to the far side to Deresh, and King will go off for a change. Thompson tried to find a teammate as he was cutting through the zone. Looked like Rooney was gonna try and go off for a change. Wasn't expecting the pass. It ends up.
Well, he's definitely not going off the ice now.
Yeah, so no change on the icing here. 2:49 to go in the second period. Big face-off for Tilbury. Down 6-4. Perovic wins the draw. Deresh can't hang on to it on the bounce. Here's Leacott. Leacott plays it into the middle. It's off a skate, and here comes Perovic. Perovic over the blue line of Tilbury. Leaves it for Mirandola. Low shot on, kicked wide. Played to the blue line, kept in by Randall. Orangeville with pressure. Orangeville with possession. Perovic plays it to Randall. Steps around the defender, puts a shot on, but Matt Anthony saw it all the way. We'll have a face-off to the left of the goaltender with 2:11 left in the second.
Quite the second period here. It's been just back and forth, and everybody's starting to hit. Everybody's really finishing the hits. Both teams really trying to wear one another down.
Yep. The chess match has begun.
Yes, it
6-4 here.
I love it.
Monkhouse in the face-off dot against Southers. Southers plays it over to Searles. Behind the net now. Gilmore chasing it for Orangeville. Monkhouse puts a backhand pass out. Can't get it cleared by Tatro. Southers back to Randall. Shot on, and that is swallowed up by Dylan Quayle with 1:48 to go here in the second period.
Be nice here if we could get one late. Get one late here and then go into the third 6-5 would be cool. I wouldn't mind that. I know you probably certainly wouldn't mind that at all.
No. Southers and Monkhouse in the face-off dot once again, won by Tilbury. Jennings with a nice stretch pass out to Benga. Benga chips it, does not get past the defender, goes back into the neutral zone for Southers. Southers gets around. Left it on a tee for the line mate Gilmore, but he puts it wide. Southers Blows a tire as he was trying to spin away from the defender. Goes off the boards. Jennings plays it up to A.J. Ryan. Tilbury with numbers. A.J. Ryan plays it to Winkworth. Nice defensive play there by Quayle on the 3-on-1. Big hit from Rooney on Banga behind the net here. Loose puck. It's Searles. Nice poke check from Anthony, but coming up there for a nice save once again is Anthony, as Rooney had a chance at it. Orangeville keeping it in the zone. Shot on by Perry. It stays to the right of Anthony for a moment. It's played behind the net. Perry gets a crack at it once again. Now Orangeville cycling it. That's number 11, Tyler Randall. Randall, who had a nice goal earlier. Here's Josh King. Josh King with speed through the neutral zone. And that little hesitation stutter step there sent his line mates offside, as Randall and Josh King have some words to say to each other.
20 seconds left.
Okay.
Here in the second period. Maybe we can get a buzzer beater.
Yeah, that was Thompson at the end of the first that scored with under a second remaining in the period to tie it at 2-2, and then they came out flying with 3 quick goals after that.
A lot of chirping going on out here right now.
It was 4-2, then 4-3, then 5-3, then 5-4, now 6-4.
Oh, it's going to get past.
Unable to keep it in the zone is Tatro. He plays it off of Jake Durham, and it will
go
be
all the way down.
Yeah, with 3.6 seconds left, that's going to go all the way down.
Had a feeling that was going to.
Yeah, the intentional offside there. So fresh line here for...
Please don't make me eat my words.
Here's Southers in the draw. Playing in close is Quayle, and Tilbury with a clean face-off win by McComb. And Orangeville will take a 6-4 lead into the third period. Quickly, your thoughts before we take a break.
We just got to shoot the puck more. We're getting everything just right in the slot, glorious chances, great looks, and we're trying to pass or make that extra pass. When you're down 2, you just got to rip it.
Yep. All right, we'll take a break here. We'll come back after the intermission on YouTube. All right, folks, welcome back. Second intermission is done. We've got ourselves a hockey game here at the Tilbury Arena. We got the Bluebirds and the Orangeville Blitz battling it out on a Saturday night here. Orangeville up 6-4 after 2 periods of play. Thanks for joining us. Brett Hedges alongside Anthony Gaudette. We're both from the Hat-Trick Hockey Podcast. Thanks for tuning in. Here is how the game has gone so far. Orangeville scored to open up the scoring at 13:40 of the first period. Tilbury then tied it up at 9:54 of the first period on a goal by Tim Taggart. Then Tilbury went up 2-0 on a goal from Andrew Whitcomb at 3:51. And then at the buzzer of the first period, Ben Thompson scored for Orangeville to tie it up. Then at the beginning of the second period, Orangeville racked up 2 quick goals to go up 4-2. Tilbury responded to make it 4-3, but after a 5th goal by Orangeville at 13:22, Logan Phillips was pulled, and Matt Anthony went in for Tilbury. Here's Whitcomb, who's got 2 goals on the night. It deflects wide. Tilbury got it back to 5-4, but then Orangeville takes a 6-4 lead. Midway, or with about 5 minutes left in the second period, and that is where the game stands now. In the opening minute of the third period here.
That might be icing here. Yeah.
Icing against Orangeville, so they will not be able to change. So goals by Spencer, then Taggart, then McComb, then Thompson in the first period. Then a goal by Sears, and then Thompson again. Or sorry, that was number 18 by Auger. Put him up 4-2. Jason DeRace scored to make it 4-3. Orangeville's number 11, Tyler Randall, scored on a nice goal to make it 5-3. Or sorry, Jake Durham scored for Tilbury.
What a chance
For that second goal. Sorry, DeRace had the 4th for Tilbury, and then putting up Orangeville up 6-4 was Graham Rooney. So we're a minute and a half into the third period here.
Folks, there's been lots of goals.
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun here in the NPHL. Orangeville and Tilbury doing battle here. There's Winkworth. And a seeing eye shot goes off the glove of Mantle. Here's Southers. Southers pokes it away from Winkworth. Big collision in the corner there. Southers, nice pass into the middle for Searles. And there's a nice shot on goal by Chase Spencer, who opened up the game scoring in the first period.
Picking up a little bit over there in the corner. That was some large lads over there in the corner.
Yeah, a lot of big bodies on this Orangeville team. We'll have a face-off to the left of Matt Anthony. Southers and Butler. Butler wins the draw back to Tatro. Montgomery tried to shovel it back to him, but it goes over the stick, over to Gilmore. He played it back to Southers. Gilmore puts it in front, and a shot on goal by Searles is saved by Anthony, and he will cover up for a face-off here. 17:48 to go in the third.
Nice stop there. Did a good job too, or he didn't, ooze out a huge rebound. Good job swallowing it up there by Matt Anthony. Get it out of there. There you go.
Plays it into the middle, knocked away by Matt Anthony. Nice play by the goaltender there. Spencer's got it. Spencer gets around 3 Bluebirds. Chase Spencer with a nice shot off the right shoulder of Anthony. Look out. Here's some, almost knocked my drink off.
Almost lost your cup.
Nice play by Searles off the pad of Anthony. Nice play there.
Nice block, but who was that there? Number 20 there, Butler.
Butler with a nice play. And Searles will get it back in his own zone. Play it into the middle for Spencer. Up the wing, here is Quayle. Rooney's, pardon me.
Offside.
Rooney, and Orangeville goes offside. Looks like Ben Thompson was in a little early, they say.
Looked like it was a step offside at the blue line. I think here Orangeville is looking for maybe a tripping call there as he fell over someone's stick.
So Monkhouse and Rooney will face off. Orangeville has it after the face-off.
Those passes always kind of scare me, those ones like that. Those, what they call them, suicide passes.
Yeah, let's say an ambulance ride.
Yeah.
Here's a shot by Randall, goes high and wide, but nice job to be kept in by Perry.
Ooh, look out.
A little collision along the boards. Here is Spencer Leacott. Leacott loses it for a moment behind the net. Does a good job of keeping it deep. Here's Monkhouse. Gathering it up is Rooney, playing it into the middle for Thompson. Rooney. Here's McKibben for Tilbury. And Monkhouse with a nice hit along the boards as Nate Rowe dislodges from the puck. Leacott plays it to Durham. Well, loses it. Here's Auger, who had a nice goal in the second period. Auger plays it back into the middle. Covering up well is Tilbury, and they will break out. Here's Durham over the red line. Scored in the first.
Look out. Oh, might have a scrap here.
God, the play is blown dead as Durham and it looks like Spencer are having words.
Spencer threw a shot at Durham, punched him right in the head. Looks like we're going to have coincidentals here. I would think so anyways, with 15:32 remaining in the third period, 6-4 game.
Sorry, that was Tyler Randall who was mixed up with.
Was it?
Durham and Randall, number 11, the captain of Orangeville. So a line change for Tilbury here with the offensive zone face-off. Here's Winkworth, going to face off against Southers. Here's play behind the net. Winkworth gets around the goalie. Sammy Banga can't get a stick on it. Southers plays it to the far side. And getting behind the D there for a shot right off the bar. That was Alex Gilmore, absolutely ripped it. Gets saved by the post, and Matt Anthony taps the post and says, thank you very much. Searles plays it into the middle as Southers was trying to creep in.
Orangeville's done a really good job with those long stretch passes.
You're right, we've been talking about that since the first.
Yeah, they just keep just one after the other, just executing.
Yeah, really crisp passing.
Oh,
Josh King gets taken down here. Southers with it, tries to play it to the middle. Give and go, and a goal by Searles.
Could have been a questionable call there on King as he...
So Orangeville goes up 7-4 here, 14-23. It's going to be the second goal of the night for Cameron Searles as Orangeville goes up 7-4.
I'm actually kind of shocked that there was no call on that play. Because the Orangeville
Josh King was looking for an explanation.
Was all over King.
And now John Montgomery's chatting with him about it too.
And it essentially created a 3-on-0. 7-4 Orangeville.
Dan Perry with a nice pass into the middle for Rooney. Rooney with speed through the middle. Rooney rips it, goes wide. Perry, low shot, steered into the corner by Anthony. Josh King flips into the middle for Montgomery. Montgomery puts a pass between his legs for Deresh. Deresh chases it, centers it. No one home for for Tilbury. Josh King was streaking through but couldn't get a stick on it. Petrovic on the boards for Auger. Auger checked by McComb. Sending it in below. There's Ben Thompson, who's got 2 goals tonight. Thompson along the wing. Thompson tried to get around 2 Bluebirds, couldn't get it done. Chipped high off the glass for Deresh. He couldn't quite get there, and it's Perry who sends it back into the neutral zone. Montgomery now with it for Tilbury. Tatro up the wing for Tatro. He chips it in. Searles is back. Leaves it for Quayle. In the middle for Southers. Southers. His line just scored a few moments ago. Southers. That puck deflected high into the net, and it will be inside. And it looks like it's going to be to the left of the goaltender, Matt Anthony.
Puck went off one of the Birds players.
Southers and Monkhouse. Big draw here. Leacott has the puck knocked off him. Here's Mocha. Leacott puts it off the skate of Tatro, and it will be an icing call. 12:47 to go here in the third. It's in the face-off dot. Monkhouse and Southers will face off.
See if we can get something going here.
Here in Southers wins the draw, steps around the centerman and puts a shot right on goal. Matt Anthony covers up. $12:44 to go here in the third. Monkhouse's line will take off. It's going to be Winkworth going to battle Southers in the face-off dot along his line mates Ryan and Banga. Orangeville with control off the face-off. Low shot around the rim. Stepping up is Quayle. Quayle chips it behind the net for Gilmore. Gilmore for Southers. Southers puts a high shot off the left shoulder of Matt Anthony, and he will collect it and freeze it.
That's got to sting a little bit, getting the hit up there.
12:29 to go here in the third period. Orangeville with a 3-goal lead, 7-4. McKibben on the draw. Tilbury with numbers. Crossing the blue line. McKibben will double back. Send it into the slot for Banga. Banga gets a loose puck once again. We'll center it. A.J. Ryan puts a shot off someone's shins. McKibben with good patience to the wing for Winkworth, sorry. Spencer Leacott with it. Spins and puts it into the corner. Behind is Benga. Winkworth with it now. Winkworth reverses and tries to put a backhand on it. Goes wide. Here's Leacott. Leacott, low shot off the pad of Mantle.
Good pressure here from Tilbury.
A.J. Ryan with a shot just wide. There was traffic as well.
That was maybe 3 inches wide. Uh-oh.
Now loose puck sent down the ice, and that will go for an icing. No, they're going to wave it off pretty late, but they'll say that Cameron Searles won the race down the ice. So get that icing waved off. Nice hustle from Searles as he has 2 goals tonight. McComb, he's also sitting on 2 goals. Loses it along the wing. Pushed into the neutral zone by Cravatin with pressure. Randall will just flip it over the line. And Jennings will collect it for Tilbury. Cravatin dumps it along the wall. Here's Josh King. Kept in for a moment. Here's Randall. Randall puts an absolute golf swing behind that one, and Matt Anthony collects it.
He made that save look pretty easy, considering that was a rocket
That was
shot.
a bullet.
I know I couldn't shoot that hard, I'll tell you that.
No chance. 10:33 to go here in the third period. Orangeville up 3. Face off to the left of the goaltender, Matt Anthony. McComb and Rooney in the face-off dot. McComb wins that one. McComb will go off for a change after the face-off win. Here's Auger. Auger gets around the defender, Jennings, and gets his own rebound and puts it in. 8-4, Auger with his second of the night. And that's a big one for Orangeville.
Yeah. Some silky mitts on the big fella, too.
I would say using all that length to get around the defender, puts a shot on, and because he's behind the defender, he's the first man there for the rebound. Has the smooth hands to get around the outstretched goaltender and puts it in the empty net. 8-4 Orangeville.
Matt Anthony made the first save, great save, but popped right out to him. 8-4.
Here's Timmy Taggart, scored in the first period. Dumps it in, goes off the end boards and pops out, and Mantle will freeze it. 10:05 to go here in the third period. Tilbury down 8-4 here on a Saturday night at Tilbury Arena. Thanks for joining us. Brett Hedges and Anthony Gaudette from the Hattrick Hockey Podcast on the call with you tonight. In the face-off dot, Butler to DeRache. DeRache puts a shot on, and it's steered to the corner by Mantle. First man there is Taggart. Spencer. Into the middle. This is Southers. Gonna chase it down. Collision there. Here is Gilmore, and he can't score on Anthony as he freezes the puck. And Southers is going to have a conversation with Butler after the whistle.
Butler took a run at him. And he delivered a couple pretty big cross checks down here on the end boards.
Face off to the left of Matt Anthony. And a line change for Tilbury. Home side gets last change here, fresh legs. Mocha, Monkhouse, and Tatro up front. Loose puck at the blue line. Kept in for a moment by Spencer, but it pops into the neutral zone. Cameron Searles with 2 goals. Leaves a drop pass to Southers, and it squeaks through. And the big man scores the 9th of the night for Orangeville. Heavy shot from Keenan Southers makes it 9-4.
Yeah, he's been all over the ice tonight too. Generating plays. He's got some quality shots on goal. Obviously, you just seen right there. He's had a heck of a night. 9:25 remaining here. 9-4 Orangeville.
Monkhouse wins the face-off after the goal. So 6-4 after 2 periods. Orangeville has scored the only 3 goals of this third. And they are up 9-4. Here's a turnover here as Mocha and Rowe collide. Here's Marandola. Marandola gets around one player, ribbons it around the net after a high shot, clears the zone. Turnover in the neutral zone. Here's Monkhouse, gets over the blue line. Shields the defender, leaves it on a drop pass. No, he'll keep it himself. Chips it to the far side for McKibben at the point. Low shot, gonna be steered up out of play with 8:30 to go.
Nice pass there to get it across the point there. Saucer pass right from the side boards there, right out into the middle into the defenseman there, McKibben. Who was it? Who passed that?
That was
I think that was Monkhouse, right?
Monkhouse, yes, 12.
Nice pass.
Dumping in deep is Tilbury. Collecting it is Tyler Randall. Off the boards is OJ. Randall steps up into the play. Here's Rooney. Rooney with a nice individual effort. Here's some bodies flying in the corner here, and Winkworth takes a shot in the back, and then they're going to square up here. Thompson and Winkworth. Thompson put everything he had into a cross check after that hit in the corner by Winkworth.
They both should go here, for sure.
8 minutes left in the third period.
Yeah, Winkworth threw a nice hit here right on the end boards. It seemed to be fine to me. I didn't see anything out of the ordinary with it. They're just going to send them off here.
Yeah, 9 minutes to go. Winkworth and Ben Thompson are going to get sent to the showers. So Winkworth put a hit on him in the corner.
And it looked, like I said, it looked to be a clean hit. And then he
it was a hard hit.
Got cross-checked.
Thompson then gave him a good cross-check. They had some words with each other, had a little face wash action. And they're both going to go home early. Under 8 minutes to go here in the third period. Jake Durham. Here's Josh King. Tried to play in the middle. It's knocked down by Randall. McComb. And plays into the middle. Unable to get there in time is Leacock, but he stays on it, so Southers can't walk out with it. Now Tilbury's got possession. Goes into the middle. Here's Southers once again.
Nice play.
Nice play by Leacock to play it back into the middle, but Orangeville's there with it. And getting in offside was Alex Gilmore, as he and Tyler Randall were looking to make it double digits here with 7:17 to go.
Anything happens here now, I think the refs are just going to keep sending everybody off now that the game's a 9-4 game. Less than 10 minutes left.
Yeah, quick 10 misconduct.
Yeah.
Back in the day was when I was reffing. If anybody was, mouthing off or anything, I'd put my one hand on the hip. I said, well, that's 5.
Yeah.
That's one hit. You want me to put the other elbow on the other hip? That's going to be 10. You're going to go home.
Yeah. It's a way to do it. Especially in a game like this. You know, you don't want things getting out of hand.
Jennings tries to play it across the feed to Dureish. Icing against Orangeville, so they will be unable to change. 6:48 to go here in the third.
Be nice to score a few here again, though.
Partners it over to Jennings. Jennings loses it for a moment, has to play it back into the neutral zone. 6:36 to go. Timmy Taggart plays it off a stick. It's still inside Orangeville's zone. Taggart takes a hit. Into the zone, here's Mirandola, leaves it for Quayle. Mirandola battles for it with Butler. Jennings loses it to Alex Gilmore, and he'll fire a shot on, and Matt Anthony will collect it and freeze it. 6:08 to go in the third.
It's been a heck of a night here tonight. Lots of goals. Hasn't really gone the way that we wanted it to, but
solid action here on the NPHL.
Yeah.
As I said in the first period, this ain't no disco.
No,
this ain't no country club either, man. This is some hard-nosed hockey.
Yeah.
As a shot from the point is frozen by Matt Anthony. It was Dan Perry who had the shot on goal. 6 minutes to go.
Have your head on a swivel out here.
Off the face-off, it's high. Picked up by Perry, puts a shot on. Nice low shot from the assistant captain. That play is deflected up into the netting, and we'll have another face-off deep in the Tilbury zone. On the face-off draw. Stepping into it there.
Someone got a high stick.
Looks like Mocha took a high stick after that face-off there. And he stayed down for a moment. Puck went up into the netting. I didn't see it.
I didn't see it either. I just seen him slide out into the center of the ice there, and he was holding his face.
I thought he was going in to try and block the shot, and so he faked the shot, went around him. I thought that maybe, but he must have went down. Must have got hit with something.
It's a good thing he didn't shoot it. Oh, with him laying there, it would have been bad.
Yeah. So Banga talking to the official here. So we still need a man on for Tilbury. Banga was going to go off. Quick shot off the draw. Banga's got it for Tilbury now. Southers couldn't hang on to it, so Cravatin's got it for Tilbury. Dumps it into the corner. Tilbury's offside still. Something happened.
Yeah, they'll bring it all the way down.
Miscommunication here.
It's going to come all the way down again.
5:22 to go here in the third. Orangeville up 9-4. It's been a pleasure being on the call with you tonight. Brett Hedges alongside Anthony Gaudette. We're from the Hat-Trick Hockey Podcast. Having some fun here in Tilbury on a Saturday night. Cole Butler and Rooney in the face-off circle. Here's Randall. He's got it. Low shot. Deflected. Matt Anthony makes the first save. Montgomery can't get the puck clean on his stick.
Popped on him.
Ryan tries to center it on a breakout pass. It's sent back in by Orangeville. Rooney leaves it in the middle for Auger. Flipped into the middle by Tilbury. Dan Perry will send it back in. Trying to catch Orangeville off their game there, but nice double back there by the defenseman, Dan Perry. Here's Auger. Got it. Auger. Auger and Butler collide. Tatro has it for a moment. Chase Spencer tries to play it off the boards. He gets hung up by a couple of bodies. Here's Spencer once again. Spencer with a chance, and he fans on the shot.
Slid off the end of his stick there.
Gets it back though, but Spencer puts a hard shot wide. Stepping into it is Quayle. Battling on the boards with it with Ryan. Here's Auger. Auger flips it towards the goal. It goes off a Tilbury Bluebird and it hangs in the circles there. Here's Rooney into the middle for Auger. Auger at the side of the net tries to put it off the shoulder of Anthony. Here's Quayle. Quayle steps in from the blue lines. Quayle tried to make a move. That puck bounces off his stick. AJ Ryan will dump it in. Whitcomb was sitting on 2 goals, battling for it in the Orangeville end.
Three minutes remaining here.
Yeah, it's been a quick game.
It has.
Good flow to the night. Orangeville clears it. 3:06 remaining. Leacott loses it. Southers gets behind him, but Leacott does a good job of doubling up. As Durham loses it toward the middle after it's knocked away. McKibben plays it to his partner Leacott. Durham to Whitcomb, or McComb. McComb had it on his stick for a moment and it rolled off. McComb keeps it inside. Josh King plays it into the middle, and Jerick Durham was there, but it's knocked off his stick. Kept in by Leacott. Well, you lose it into the neutral zone. Here is Perovic. Leacott chops at it. Perovic plays it to Gilmore. Gilmore into the center for Auger. Perovic tried to grab it out of the air and put it in, but it goes wide. Here's Butler. Plays in the middle for Taggart. Taggart tries to get it around the defender. Durham took a hack at it, but Randall comes up with it. Going the other way on the rush. Cravatin with a nice defensive play there on the Orangeville captain. Marandola chips it deep, 1:44 to go. Orangeville up 9-4. So it was 2-2 after one period, and 6-4 after the second. Orangeville has scored the only 3 goals of this period. And with 90 seconds left, they've got a 9-4 lead. Here is Auger, who's got a pair tonight. He's going to dump it into the corner and go off for a change. Marandola. Here's Spencer, who opened the scoring for Orangeville. Battling right in front of us here in the corner. Cravatin gets to it first in front of Rowe. Jennings here, last minute of play in the third period. Here is Searles with 2 goals tonight. Stepping up is Marandola, nice spinorama shot. Right on, and Anthony will collect and freeze it with 41 seconds left.
Hasn't quite been our night here for the Birds, but
Monkhouse and Perovic.
Is what they say, right?
Yeah. So 35 seconds left. Here's Southers. Southers tries to find Gilmore. Gilmore with a shot wide. Holding it here with 15 seconds left is going to be Dylan Quayle. And there will be no pressure applied by the Bluebirds. That looks like it's going to be the final score of 9-4 in favor of the Orangeville Blitz. They will go to 2-0 on the year. And the Bluebirds of Tilbury will fall to 0-3. It's been a fun time tonight, folks. Thank you for joining us. For all of us, thanks for tuning in on YouTube. It's been a pleasure. I'm Brett Hedges alongside Anthony Gaudette. Any words before we head off tonight?
Back to the drawing board, that's all.
Yep.
Figure it out.
Yep. Orangeville wins this one 9-4. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time on YouTube for the Tilbury Bluebirds. Good night.